Brian, the world record holder of Australia. Interesting to see in this, the Kenyans want to take it up. Kerry O'Brien, the race beginning to boil, 2.5 laps left. The world record holder, O'Brien of Australia. Second place, Revigan. Takes it back, they're off and racing, and Dan Jones put paid to every race. Wide out Elizabeth, and Forbidden Love getting a great gap, and Forbidden Love went right through and kicks a one now from Dan Gillett. Then came Elizabeth, but Forbidden Love races through the surround state.
Who is Kerry O'Brien?
Who's Kerry O'Brien? Like, obviously, Kerry's probably best known for his feats of breeding Forbidden Love, but previous to that, a lot of people don't realise that he was actually a world record holder in steeplechasing and represented Australia in the Olympics. You know, very humble person, very good breeder, and we go back probably 15 years when we started taking his mares on when I was still at Brooklyn Lodge, which is what is Hugate now. Very involved in his mares. He loved more than ready mares and liked doing the lines and crosses and nicks, and I think, you know, her herself with sending Juliet's Princess to All Too Hard and what she left was, you know, a testament to what he and how successful he was. She was a very good type, had a very good attitude, even though she was, you know, a tough filly, but which I think most of those good fillies have that toughness. They have that attitude, which she had, but in a good way.
First time I saw Forbidden Love, she was at the Magic Millions yearling sale. I just liked her as soon as I saw her. She was in the Beamer draft and just had everything in the right spot. You know, she was out of a More Than Ready mares, been a fantastic sire, More Than Ready, particularly her brood mares. And I just sort of fell in love with her, I guess.
Early on, she always showed good ability, even from a pretty young 2-year-old. She won her first start and just kept improving from there, but she always showed good ability.
You know, we always thought that she would improve as a 3-year-old, which she did. And then as she got into the older part of her lifespan, that's when she really blossomed into the, you know, the Group 1 star that she turned out to be.
Second of our Group 1s today coming up, and we're on a soft 5 officially after the Chipping Norton Stakes. The celebration surround.
Did you like her chances that day?
Well, we thought she was going well, but I think the margin and the dominance of that win was a little surprising.
Gates are back, they're off and racing.
But when she got the gap in the straight, when it came, she was able to accelerate through it. And that really is the sign of the better horses, the elite horses. They can go from travelling to accelerating through a gap in a blink.
Way Game goes up the inside, then Joviality. Danger sells a bit one pace. Elizabeth's running on out wide. Vangelic put paid to every rose. Wide out Elizabeth, and Forbidden Love's getting a great gap. And Forbidden Love went right through the centre and kicks away now from Vangelic. Then came Elizabeth, but Forbidden Love races clear with the surround stakes. Won it by 3 lengths to Vangelic.
A little bit despondent after a run in the Magic Millions. I thought she'd run better, and she had a couple of weeks off at Julian Blackson's farm up in Queensland, and he rang me and said she's doing that well, you should bring her home to get her ready for something. So, yeah, it's just a big thrill. Yeah, well, she won the Guy Walter second up that preparation, and then we decided to back her up into the Canterbury Stakes the week later.
And we're just about right for the Canterbury Stakes. The lights are on, and they're off now in the Group 1. Well, Laws of Indices missed the start, and Wild Planet's back with it. The favourite jump best, Forbidden Love. It's Forbidden Love being cuddled at the 300 metres. Lighthouse is flat out sticking on in second, and they're well clear from the rest. Private Eye's coming with a good run down the outside. It's Forbidden Love in front, holding Lighthouse inside the 150. Private Eye third, but Forbidden Love's going great guns on the quick back up, and she wins another Group 1 today. Forbidden Love by 2 lengths to Lighthouse.
No, I was very comfortable from an early part of that race. She's so good into stride, and she obviously won with authority here on rain affected ground last week, and she's a bit more relaxed and on the back up.
There's still a bit to go too, though. You know, the rider in a couple of weeks' time mightn't be out of the question.
Thanks, Gab. Well, Forbidden Love's in a pretty good space at the moment, so I think she'll just get the gun run behind Riodini and go bang and make it 3 in a row.
You know, she went on to win a George Ryder Stakes, which is one of our highest quality Group 1 races, and she was dominant in those races.
Racing now. Private Eye jumped well off the inside. Riadini there and Forbidden Love going forward. Forbidden Love's giving chase now. Killick goes back to the inside and down the outside. Banker's Choice. It's Forbidden Love tackling for the lead. Forbidden Love put the head in front. Banker's Choice is running on well the outside, but Forbidden Love's drawn a length and a half clear. Colette the inside. Laws of Indices fights on, but there's another one for Forbidden Love. She's in grand form and goes on to win the George Ryder by a length and a half. Colette. Laws of Indices has run a cracker third.
I think just her ability to race up on speed and then to have the ability to accelerate off that, which I think is, takes a good horse to be able to do that.
Around the stables, always very calm, very collected, went about her business, no fuss.
She could be a bit cranky. You sort of had to watch yourself going into her yard each day because she'd lay her ears back and occasionally let you know who's boss. So she was always a pleasure to have around, but she certainly had a bit of a streak in her.
Well, I think she can be a really good broodmare. She's got a beautiful temperament and she'll look after a foal, I'm sure, like it's a diamond, even more valuable.
The attitude of Will to Win was something that I think a lot of people, including ourselves, and the connection we had with her that, we're very proud of and can't wait to sort of see what she does as a mother with the foals and everything going forward.